It is July, and I can hardly believe it. Half the year is gone. We have half the year left. And I have to tell you that at the Realtors, we have been staying busy the last 6 months. My name is Scott Dickinson, and I have the pleasure to serve as your Vice President of Government Affairs. And this is your issues and impact update for July. I'm going to go through 4 items that I think you should be paying attention to. We're going to talk about the upcoming election, comp plans, talk about an upzone in Bellevue, and some successes when it comes to sign codes. First off, the election that's coming up. Now, I don't want to say that this is the most important election of your lifetime. It's not. But it is still a really important election, and we need you to be paying attention to what's going on and voting. The reason why it's so important is that, as you'll recall, this last legislative session, we had some wins, but we also took a couple hits. And the reason why we took a couple hits is because we have an unbalanced legislature. I think that that is fair to say. And we need to bring a little more balance to it, specifically, on the House side and then really in the Senate side as well. So if you have a special election going on in your district, really pay attention to it. Please go to the Realtors website, nwrealtor.com, and check out our endorsed candidates. We endorse candidates intentionally so that you know who is running that shares our vision, our values of how government should operate and how government should support its citizens. We have interview panels that come in, we talk, ask them some questions, ask them some tough questions, and at the end of the day, we either vote to endorse or we don't. And we really do believe that those endorsed candidates are the best candidates for the Realtor Party and for our industry. So vote. Don't forget to vote. Primary is in August. Ballots will drop July 18th. Okay. Now, moving on. The comp plan. Back in 2023, the legislature passed a basket full of new laws to increase the supply of housing. And these laws required cities to update their comp plan by July 1st. Most of our cities have done this. There are some that are still working through it. They passed some temporary stopgap measures, and they're still working through it. And this new housing supply is really important because, we're in a housing crisis right now, and we just don't have enough homes for the people who want them. At the Realtors, we've been working hard with the cities to help them mold and craft a comp plan that meets our clients' needs and meets us in the moment that we're at for the amount of housing that we need. Adjacent to that, we've been building out a really cool website that's called realtorsplushousing.com. And if you go to this website, you will be able to see what cities have enacted for their comp plan when it comes to growth. And you can dial in and you can see what can you do in this city on this type of parcel. It's really cool. Go explore it, realtorsplushousing.com. And we'll be adding to it as the jurisdictions finish their comp planning. Over in Bellevue, the Wilburn upzone is done. All right. So after several years, the city of Bellevue has adopted land code and land and zoning codes to really create a vibrant, mixed-use, transit-oriented development over in Bellevue in the Wilburn upzone. SKCR collaborated with the Bellevue Chamber of Commerce and the Housing Development Consortium out of the Eastside Housing Roundtable Coalition. And we had a seat at the table. We really advocated strongly to ensure that, again, the needs of our industry are working in government. Now, the needs of our industry go directly to sign codes. And we have some victories when it comes to sign codes in Lake Forest Park, in Bothell, in Maple Valley. We were able to successfully collaborate with the Bothell City Council. Before, Bothell only allowed 2 square feet of signage, technically, outside of industry standards. We were able to collaborate and work with them, and we now have 5 square feet, which is the standard listing sign. And you'll also be able to have your open house signs out there. It is essential for us to be able to put our open house signs out, and we were able to work with them as well. Same goes for Lake Forest Park. You can have open house signs, A boards, out there, and we were able to also reaffirm the same standard size listing signs for the city of Lake Forest Park. Over in Maple Valley, they again adopted sign code. You can have up to 5 off-site open house signs, and then 1 for sale sign per street frontage. So if you have a house on a corner, you can actually technically have 2 open house signs. So yeah, that's what's going on in the realtors with the issues and impacts that we wanted to share with you. Election, comp plans, upzone, sign wins. We are always available to take your feedback and to speak with you about any of these issues or other issues that you may want us to focus on. Don't be a stranger, please. We're here to serve you. Again, we'll see you soon.